my chief cornerstone. No other foundation can we build upon. Nothing lets our feet, not the wisdom of man. All of the ground is sinking sand. Upon this rock you build a church, and the gate of hell will not prevail. As we bind and loose, we proclaim the truth, and in Jesus' name we will not fail. Upon this rock, this you build a church, and the gate of hell will not prevail. Where we bind and loose, we bind and loose, and proclaim the truth, and in Jesus' name we will never fail, never fail. Crucified, raised up from the dead, like captivity captive, it is singing. Oh, he gave us the keys, his authority. Now we'll turn to the praise of his glory, glory. Lord, you build, yeah. never fail. Oh, we will never fail. We will never fail. No, say we will never fail. We will never fail. We will never fail. We will never fail. No. Oh, we will never fail. Lord. Say we will never fail. No. Jesus, we will never fail. No. Oh, we will never fail. Upon this rock, oh, you build the church, and the gates of hell will not prevail. Where we bind and loose, we bind and loose. Jesus will proclaim your truth, only your truth. In Jesus' name, we will not fail. Oh, upon this rock, in Jesus' name, you build your church, and the gate, no free. Oh, we bind and loose. Jesus, we proclaim your truth, and in Jesus' name we will not fail. Build your church, build your church, build it from the ground, Lord. It's your church, build your church. Build your church, build it from the ground, Lord. It's your build your church, build your church. Oh, build it from the ground, build your church, build your church, build your Jesus, build it from God. It's your build your church, build your church. From the ground, Lord, build your church, build your church, build it from the ground, Lord, oh, build your church, build it from the ground, Lord, build your church, upon this rock, we build a church, and no gate of hell will not prevail. When we bind and loose, we proclaim your truth, and it's
never forget in my life that if you have a project cost more than triple and yet you are still able to achieve it. It is the responsibility of the zonal superintendent to introduce the district overseer.
This generation now, we are saying that you're ready for me.
To encourage you, please be part of Wednesday Live.
Please join us.
Go out there.
Tell somebody. Let us sign on to it.
Don't miss it.
Keep watching Wednesday Live.
Always make sure that on Wednesdays you are ready to be part of Wednesday Live.
God bless you all.
Lord. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, anywhere you are watching us across the globe. If you are alive, shout, make a noise wherever you are watching us, because this is Wednesday Live. For you to be watching this, it means that you are alive. God has spared your life so that today you can be alive through this program so that you can be revived and be thrived. We want to appreciate God for the grace He has given to each and every one of us to still witness another Wednesday Live today, the last Wednesday in the month of July. Glory be to God. We want to say you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. For everybody that are online, you are welcome. For those that will join us in the course of the program, we want to say you are perfectly welcome. Just like the name of my brother here, you are perfectly welcome. We want to say we love you. We appreciate you. If you are not there, whatever we are doing here, we amount to nothing. But because you are there, you are giving us encouragement. You are giving us the support. You are boosting our morale to keep doing this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. My name is Isaac Yemi Afolan. You are welcome to Wednesday Live.
Yes, and I am Olawale Perfect. I'm saying you are welcome to the 39th episode of Wednesday Live. It's been 39 interesting and awesome and very enriching episodes. You know, Wednesday Live is that very educative program where you get to know what is happening in the Foursquare Gospel Church across Nigeria, and you get to hear very educative and enlightening conversations that is going to help you to know how you can actually be a better person, how you can be a better Christian. And I promise you that today's episode is going to be very, very interesting and awesome. So if there is something that you need to do at this time, it is to tell a friend, to tell another friend, to tell another friend that Wednesday Live is live and it is time for you to join. And we have very, very interesting loads of conversations we'll be having. We started a conversation on kingdom principles for healthy living at the beginning of this month, and that conversation is going to continue. We are going to be wrapping up that conversation, today, and we are going to be looking at family health. And so if there's something that you should do today, I don't want you to watch today's episode alone. Watch it with your family. So if you are at home, you can get to reach out to your wife, to your husband, tell them that, Wednesday Live is live. It's time for us to join Wednesday Live. And if it is that the kids, I know that the children are on holiday now, so there's a lot of interesting conversations that will definitely bless them, that will benefit them, to tell them to join. And if you are not at home, if you are not with them, you can call them, reach out to them, or you send the link to them that, okay, I want you to make sure you watch Wednesday Live today, and then we are going to discuss about it when we see again. So get set for something great, get set for something wonderful on Wednesday Live today.
All right. You are in for a great encounter this afternoon. Of course, it's afternoon from this side of the world. Anywhere you are watching us, we recognize your time zone. You are in for a great experience because God has something in store for you. But on Wednesday Live, you know that we have insightful conversation, and we don't want to do this alone. That's why we are inviting you to join us. You can be part of this program. I'm telling you, live and that.
Yes.
Of course, you can be part of this program. Send in your comments in the comment section. Send in your contribution, your thoughts, whatever you think we can also do to improve this program. Please, you can relate with us. Of course, if you are expecting that, we should treat a certain topic, please, you can drop in your suggestions. We will definitely look at it. And if you wish to meet a guest on this program, when are they bringing this person? Please, you can also drop the name of the person in the comment section. We promise you that we will surely
reach out to the person and bring the person for you.
Yes. Well, we are entering into season of camping in our organization. This time next week now. Will be in the month of August, and it will be the turn of the youth. So today, by the grace of God, we'll be hosting the representative of the youth ministry from the committee of KC 2026, and our guest, a medical practitioner, she's also in the studio, who will advance our discussion on the kingdom principle for healthy living. And don't forget that we have a news update for you. A lot of things also transpired in the last 1 week. Aside that, the road map to convention is still also there. Their representative is coming. So please, we have a lot for you today. Don't go away. It's still Wednesday Live 2026. Perfect.
Yeah.
In the last 1 week, there was something that that came up. Because it actually concerns us.
Yes.
And I thought we should talk about it. And our people, I mean, all our viewers, you should also react. What do you think about it? We will play a video later on. There was a bill that was sent to the National Assembly. I guess it's from the Federal Road Safety Commission. And the essence of that bill was to ban preaching
inside public
and commercial buses. And people have been reacting. The CAN reacted. PFM has also reacted. Some religious leaders, some of our fathers has also reacted. Well, I don't know what could have led to such bill in the first place, but I know is still on the table of the National Assembly members. They are still looking at it, and before it will go through their first reading, second reading, and later get to the table of the president to assent it. What do you think about that bill? In case you have an information that we don't have, please, we don't mind, kindly share with us in the comment section. So, perfect. What do you think?
Yeah. So, when I saw that, bill and the information about that bill, one of the things that came to mind is the fact that the devil will not stop at anything to try to prevent the gospel from being preached. But Jesus Christ already prophesied, the Bible in the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 14, that this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached for a witness in all the earth. And when you say in all the earth, it includes inside commercial buses, inside private buses, and And I saw someone that said something. He said, even if you try it, don't worry, we are going to buy the buses. We'll carry people for free, and then we are going to still preach to them, and you can't stop it because they are inside our bus. But the key thing there is that it's important for us as Christians, as believers, to understand that this is a spiritual battle. It's not something that we should just take for granted, and that's the reason why we are trusting God that Christians that find themselves in the seat of power would also do something about it. And I thank God that many of our spiritual leaders, fathers in the faith, they are already talking about it. They are already saying, no, this is not going to happen. And I know that bill is not going to see the light of day for any reason in Jesus' name. So
Amen.
We all will definitely have to work together to ensure that the gospel of the kingdom is preached everywhere. Praise the Lord.
Yes, hallelujah. The gospel of the kingdom is preached everywhere, and it will not be hindered in the mighty name of Jesus
Amen.
Christ. So we will keep on following the story. I know it's still a developing story. We will keep on following it. But in the meantime, let's hear from you. Can you share your view with us? What do you think of the bill? And if you have information that we don't have, please kindly share with us. And like we promised, we will still bring up this story. We will play a video later on in the course of the program. Then maybe in the subsequent edition of Wednesday Live, we can as well decide to bring somebody up to speak extensively on it. I know our daddy Reverend Dr. Sam Aboyeji also spoke against it in one of the meetings of the CAN or PFN also. So that is that on that. But in the meantime, please, if you are watching us online, we will love to hear from you. I know you've also heard of that bill. What do you think? What's your view about that? So we go straight now and take our news update. After the news, we'll come back to give you the next item of the program. Don't go away. It's still Wednesday Live, episode 39.
Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Foursquare News Update, brought to you by Foursquare Communication on Wednesday Live. I am Olaniyo Ebonluwa. Thank you for joining us as we bring you the latest happenings, inspiring stories and important announcements from across the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria. Anthony District holds a glorious 5th District Convocation as the General Overseer ministers on Be Steadfast. Registration continues for the 13th Annual Public Lecture as the countdown reaches 42 days. Benin Axis intensifies preparation for the Benin Axis encounter with free medical outreach and district convocation. National Teens Week concludes successfully as anticipation builds for Teens Camp 2026. Churches nationwide begins annual general membership meetings, reinforcing the culture of accountability. Youth Camp 2026 introduces digital hostel allocation as preparations gather momentum. The General Overseer announces a special crossover service into the month of August. And now, the news in detail. Anthony District holds 5th District Convocation. The Foursquare Gospel Church, Anthony District, successfully held its 5th District Convocation on Sunday, 26 July 2026, under the theme, Be Steadfast. The General Overseer was warmly received by the District Overseer, Reverend Dr. Adedapo Adejumo, who hosted the convocation and expressed appreciation to the General Overseer, the Zonal Superintendent, pastors, and entire worshippers of Anthony District. Adding color to the celebration was a special cadet parade organized in honor of the General Overseer's visit.
Announcing the arrival of the General Overseer of Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria. Reverend Dr. Sam
The event was a remarkable gathering of worshippers as the General Overseer, Reverend Dr. Sam Aboyeji, ministered the Word of God, encouraging believers to remain steadfast in faith and unwavering in their commitment to Christ.
Beloved, the truth is that even our eternal destiny is waiting for us to be steadfast. Only those who are steadfast and holding on will fulfill eternal destiny. Because the Bible says it very clearly. He's coming only for the overcomers. He said, if any man turns back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. Only those who tarry to the end shall be saved. In the book of Ezekiel, I love the way he put it. He said, if a righteous man puts his hand in his iniquity, he said, God will forget his righteousness. And he will judge him by the current wickedness. Look at what he said in the book of Revelation. He said, I'm coming quickly. And my reward is with me to give to every man according as his work shall be.
The convocation marked another significant milestone in the growth and impact of Anthony District. Countdown to the 13th Annual Public Lecture continues. Today marks 42 days to the 13th Annual Public Lecture of the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria. The public lecture will hold on Thursday, 10th September 2026 at the Makio Harbour Point, Victoria Island, Lagos, under the theme, Building to Last, Faith, Infrastructure, and the Future of a Nation. This year's lecture features an impressive lineup of distinguished speakers, including Dr. Segun Aino, former chairman of Odua Investment Company and FinTech Grandmaster, Prince Clement Agba, former Minister of State for Budget and National Planning, Engineer Olufumilayo Kadri, Managing Director of ACEN, Engineer Joseph Siroma, Chief Osita Chidoka, former Minister of Aviation. The annual lecture continues to provide a platform for meaningful conversations on national development from a biblical perspective. Benin Axis prepares for Axis Encounter. Preparations are in top gear for the Benin Axis Encounter, scheduled to hold on Saturday, 8 August 2026 at Ring Road, King Square, Benin City. The encounter will bring together the 5 districts within the Benin Axis, namely Asaba District, Ekpoma District, Auchi District, Benin 1 District, Ogbe District. According to Pastor Abayomi, chairman of the Planning Committee and Grand Assembly Pastor, participants will also benefit from a medical outreach, including free medical consultations and distribution of free drugs. As part of the visit, the General Overseer will minister at the Ogbe District Convocation Grand Finale, while Reverend Dr. Mrs. Olabisi Aboyeji will minister at the Benin 1 District Convocation Grand Finale. The Benin Grand Assembly is also expanding its outreach through a special Catch Them Young initiative targeted at students of the University of Benin. National Teens Week ends as Teens Camp preparation begin. The National Teens Week 2026 themed Flourish came to a successful conclusion on Sunday, 26 July 2026. Across the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, teenagers took active roles in church services through ministration, worship, and leadership responsibilities, demonstrating that the future of the church is bright. Several axes also hosted Axis Mega Connect, where teenagers gathered to receive impactful teachings, including ministration by the General Overseer, Reverend Dr. Sam Aboyeji. Attention now shifts to Teens Camp 2026, which will hold from 23rd August to 3rd September 2026 at Foursquare Camp at Jibo. The camp is themed Signs and Wonders, with registration fixed at 5,500 naira. Churches nationwide hold annual general membership meetings. Across the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, churches have entered the season of annual general membership meetings, popularly known as AGMM, held annually between July and August. The AGMM provides an opportunity for pastors and church leaders to present comprehensive reports on the outgoing church year, while unveiling projections and plans for the new year. The meetings reflect the church's commitment to transparency, accountability, and strategic planning. Reports presented typically covers worship attendance, Bible study attendance, prayer meetings, salvation decisions, visitors, water baptism, Holy Ghost baptism, house fellowships, divine healing, and membership growth, alongside detailed financial reports. Youth Camp 2026 to future digital hostel allocation. Excitement continues to build ahead of Youth Camp 2026, tagged Manifestation, which will hold from 4th to 8th August 2026 at Foursquare Camp at Jibo. The annual gathering will feature notable speakers, including Mr. Fela Durotoye, Pastor and Pastor Mrs. Akin Iroko, Pastor Akin Akipelu, Pastor Adesumbo Adeoye, Reverend Benga Olowe, Pastor Deji Adeyemi, Director of Youth and Next Gen, and the General Overseer, Reverend Dr. Sam Aboyeji. One of the major innovations for this year's camp is the introduction of an online registration system. Registered participants will receive instant hostel allocation immediately after completing registration and will simply present their registration code for seamless check-in upon arrival at the camp. The initiative represents another step in leveraging technology to improve participants' experience. Crossover service into August holds this Friday. Finally, the General Overseer, Reverend Dr. Sam Aboyeji, has announced a special crossover service into the month of August. The announcement was made during this week's edition of Possessing Your Week on Monday. The online crossover service will hold on Friday, 31st July 2026, beginning at 11:30 p.m. and will usher the Foursquare family into August, declared as the month of sudden divine and joyful intervention. Members across Nigeria and in the diaspora are encouraged to connect online as the General Overseer leads the church in prayers and prophetic declarations for the new month. And that concludes this edition of Foursquare News Update. For more news, updates, and ministry information, stay connected to all official Foursquare communication platforms. I am Olaniyan Ebonluwa, reporting for Foursquare Communications on Wednesday Live. Thank you for watching. God bless you and have a wonderful afternoon.
Welcome back. It's still Wednesday Live, and we just finished the news update. Thank you so much, Ebunoluwa, for that news update. That was an awesome one, and you can see that there are a lot of things happening across the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, and we want to thank God for the convocation. The district convocation of Anthony District was indeed a colorful one, and we're also looking forward to the General Overseer's presence at Benin Axis Encounter. Axis Encounter is always an awesome time. So you should stay around Benin. You shouldn't miss Benin Axis Encounter for any reason. Also, as part of the news, one of the things that we talked about was about the youth camp that is upcoming. The youth camp is coming up next week, and because of that, we have representatives of the youth camp planning committee that are joining us in the studio today. And we sent a broadcast out earlier today that for people that have not yet registered, we have reported you to the planning committee of youth camp, and they have come here to come and tell you why you have to be in youth camp. So on this note, we want to say a special welcome to representatives of the youth camp. You are very much welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you around.
It's good to be here.
Okay, so let's get to meet you. We want to know your name and which office you are occupying and what exactly you do. Ladies first, Abby. Even though some people say ladies first after men.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Abisola Stephen Olorun-Sisi, and I'm in charge of sponsorship, and I also support with fundraising. So.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel Lamidi. I am the team lead for fundraising. I am also the team lead for sound, technical, lighting, basically everything happening on the altar. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. We are delighted to have you in the studio. Now, we know that Youth Camp is an annual campaign. KC is an annual event. Sir, what makes this year edition special?
Thank you very much. We started discussing this right from camp last year, and the chairman, Pastor Damilola Adekola, said something, and even the ministers that are coming represents what God wants to do through this camp. He said he wants there to be a manifestation of God in the lives of every youth, and not just the spiritual life, because we dwell on that year in, year out. We are going to pray in camp, we are going to hear the word of God, but that should translate from your spiritual life to other aspects. So your career life, your business life, your marital life, even as a single brother and sister, there should be a difference. The world should be able to see that the manifestation of God is present in your life, and that is what this year's camp is pushing. That is what this year's camp is driving, and by God's grace, that is what this year's camp will address in the life of every youth. Those in camp and those that will be working from home for one reason. There's a lot that is already being packaged. Even before the end of this week, we are trusting God that more announcements will go out, and we are hopeful that everyone that has the chance that is possible will be in camp to experience God in a different way this year.
Amen. Okay, there are some people that are watching this now, and there's somewhere in their mind they are like, okay, I've not yet registered for youth camp, and I don't even know if I want to register. They've not yet made up their mind, and thank God you are here now. What do you want to say to such youth members of Foursquare Gospel Church that have not yet registered, and they've not yet even made up their mind if they will be in Ajebo or not?
Thank you very much. I remember one of the ministers that is coming. That is Pastor Sumbo Adeoye.
Okay.
She did an advert inviting people to come, and most people, if you know her story, you will know why we're bringing her, because we want her to tell her story. We want her to tell people that it is never too late. It's never what you have gone through.
Yeah.
You can still experience the manifestation of God in your life, and it will turn your story around completely. Last year's camp was identity. Once you've received an identity in Christ, the next thing is a manifestation that will show forth in the world. And you know, if you are not coming to camp this year, you are missing, because the lineup is great. We're having our father in the Lord, Reverend Dr. Sam Abueji, and we are having the lineup of our former and present, in fact, just past
director
and current director. They would also be on ground. Fela Durotoye is also going to be on ground.
I'm looking forward to that
special session. There's a special masterclass with Fela Durotoye that, you know, we have this one-on-one experience. People pay millions for that, and it is next to nothing to have that one-on-one experience with him, where, you know, you get to ask questions, you get to learn from him. And amongst that, we have other anointed ministers, including what's their name? Pastor Mrs. Ureko. Yes, then we have
Dr. Akin
Akipelu also is going to be in camp. Amongst that, we have other packages, awesome packages, and there's something cooking. You know, the youth, we like cooking. Yes, and like I said, it's hopefully before the end of this week we are able to announce something very interesting, a very interesting package. So, I mean, if you've not taken your leave, if you've not prepared, go and prepare. Because like I said, there's something cooking, and by God's grace, we will announce it very soon. And it will get the appetite of youth to even be on ground and camp. Thank you.
All right. Okay. My sister, let me come to you.
All right, sir.
I want you to give us the details about this program in terms of when it's going to happen, when and where. And as a sister, what excites you most about this coming forth campaign?
Okay, thank you very much. So, let me talk about when it's happening and where, then I'll explain more. So it's happening from August 4th, which is next week Tuesday, to August 8th at our Ajibo camp, Foursquare Gospel Church camp at Ajibo. Now the truth is that a number of youths there, I know many of us are saying that you've not gotten the right career, not working, you're not meeting with the right people to do business with. But one thing I can promise youth that will be there this year is to say that you're coming to network with the right set of people. Not only are you listening to the best level of ministers and speakers that we're bringing, you're also going to network. And also, if you are still looking for a future partner, I can assure you you'll get it.
Because some people will be excited about that
testimony.
Yes.
We met at youth camp.
Exactly.
We met at youth camp. I said, what is it about this youth camp?
My favorite couple, they met at
youth camp. Yes.
They are part of the committee also.
All right. Okay.
You know, they gave their testimony 2 years ago.
Yes, it was 2 years ago.
They have 2 beautiful kids.
Wow.
So the truth is that you don't want to miss it. So stop sitting at home complaining that there's no man, there's no woman. I can assure you, just come and hold me when you get to camp, that you will get a partner. And also, if you're still struggling with your career, you don't know how to go about it, I can tell you can't listen to Fela Durotoye and your life will remain the same. Your life will be better. So come. I know that it's work period. However, it's something to go and on leave for. I have friends that they know that every case is a time to go on leave. So please, you can still, reach out to your HR, reach out to your team lead and tell them that please just give me between 4th and 8th of August. And I'm very sure that you will not regret it.
Wow. Okay. So I want us to talk about something, bringing up a program like that. I know it costs
a lot of money when you think about accommodation, feeding, and all of these things. So there are some of our daddies who might be watching this now and they say, oh, I want to support what these children are doing. And then there are some youth, youth in tech that are making a lot of money. Say, oh, I want to, be a part of it. I want to be a part of the sponsors. So what would it take? How can people sponsor this youth camp?
There are many ways you can sponsor us. First of all, you can sponsor us with your money. See, we are a fertile ground.
Oh, wow.
Any seed you sow is blessed. Check with those that have sowed into this program before. There is nobody that will say their life was the same. Okay. So daddy, mommies, our tech bros, techies, this is a good ground to sow. So please sow. And also, you can also partner with us as a brand. You have a brand that needs visibility. Okay. This is a place that you meet your target audience, especially if you are targeting youth. This is the right place to come through. So we are still taking in sponsorship. You can come for your activations, come and talk about your brand. I'll tell you for free that your brand will go from here to here. Wow. That's one thing. And please sow your seed here. It's fertile.
Let me also add to that, because like she said, there are different ways that you can sponsor. Even within your local church, the zone, the district, there are those that want to go but cannot
afford it.
You can also sponsor them, and as many as possible, so that you ensure a number of churches are the youths are having to pool funds to fuel their buses and things like that. That is sponsorship also. And like you rightly said, once you reach out to any of the DYPs, district youth presidents in your district, or even your zonal youth presidents, and they'll reach out to us and we can discuss, how we can have a mutually beneficial relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's talk about the registration. While we were listening to the news the other time, I was hearing a kind of, a kind of new innovation coming into the registration process. Would you like to speak to that?
Okay, thank you very much. Over the years, like you said, we are youths, and once you see a problem, we do our best to try and solve it.
Yeah.
Okay. And we've realized that once people come to camp, there's this delay at the gate. Okay. And a lot of people do not like that because, they can take some time. So we've been introducing technology as time goes by, and this year we are doing it differently. Those that have registered already know where they are going to sleep once you get to camp already. So once you get to the gates, you just show the barcode, you scan and go in. Wow. You can also register as a group. So a church, you can say, okay, let's all of us come together, we register, we pay together. Okay. So you don't have to do it one person at a time. You can just put everybody's details and you go in individually and update your information. So you take your pictures, all of that. So that, subsequent years, you just pay through that. You don't need to do that again. So when you are registering next year,
go back to
go back to your profile and you pay. You don't need to. You don't need to. So this, like I said, this year, once you've registered as a group, once your DYP gets to the gate, it scans the barcode, everybody goes in. So there is no delay at the gate, and there is no story of, oh, I don't know where I'm going to sleep, and you're already allocated. And if your church or your district has a house, all well and good. But if you are going to be staying in the provided hostels and camps, you already know where you're going to, so you just drive there and go. No, there's no delays and all of that. And there's a lot more. It captures the breakout sessions. It captures other programs. Even feeding. It captures it so that everything is seamless from the gates till you get in. And by God's grace, we'll continue to improve on that.
This is good.
That's quite innovative.
Very, very good. I'm telling you, it will even help to track the participants.
Data, even for data over the years.
Exactly. And so it is obvious to say that this case, this year case is digital one.
Yes.
Digital case.
It is, like I said, we want. And let me also add this, because I know a lot of people will be saying, we've heard stories about Ajebo security and
all right.
I can completely assure you that there's nothing of such.
Maximum security
There's maximum
guaranteed.
security.
Okay.
Maximum security. We have the cases security. We have the camp security.
Wow.
The national has also been in touch with us to provide security for not just the camp but outside the areas. But something happened yesterday because we had a leadership meeting and someone spoke up. You know that McPherson is just down the road, and she's a youth. She's a district youth president also, and she works at McPherson. And she says she stays on camp, and there've been no issues all the while she's been saying. So she was encouraging people to tell their youths that come to camp, there will be no issues. The children are going, teens are going, mothers have gone, fathers have gone. So yeah, it's all well and good.
Okay, so how much is this registration we are talking about?
Okay, so for this year, currently it is 5,000.
Okay.
Currently it is 5,000.
And it's still on?
Yeah, it's still on. You can still register. We prefer everyone registers
before
they
to
get
camp.
to camp.
Okay.
But let me also chip in this with the authority of the chairman. Something is cooking.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it like that.
Maybe you should tell us what is cooking.
Something is cooking and there will be announcements very soon. Possibly, maybe we will do this again and even announce for that. But something is cooking and we trust God that very soon, you know, yeah.
It will get done.
It will get done. Yeah.
Get done.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this is quite very, very innovative, and I just as we wrap up because of our time, I just wanted to ask about feeding. Sometimes when people say, oh, when we come for KC, maybe there might not be food and things like that. But what do you have to say about that?
Okay, thank you very much. So because of the kind of technology we've brought into registration, it means that we know the number of people registered on camp. And like we said about the barcode, your barcode does not just give you access into the camp. It's also what you use to get your food. Wow. So it means if you've not been fed, we'll know. It means if you've been fed and you want to come back, we'll know.
I love that.
And also, so that everybody is catered to, we're going to have designated booths for different sections. So it means that with your barcode, you have where you must get your food. You can't go to somewhere else. So that way, we are catering to everybody. So you can't miss out, except if you didn't register. But if you are well registered and we have your data captured, you would get fed. And people should not be scared of, you'll be well fed spiritually, physically, in all kinds.
Wow.
Well fed, yeah.
All right, let's have the promo for youth camp. Then when we come back, we continue. Don't go away. This is the Wednesday Live, episode 39. We'll be right back. You are welcome back. This is still Wednesday Live, episode 39. We've been talking about the Coming Forth Youth Camp coming up next week, that's right, grace of God, between Tuesday, 4th of August to I think it's Friday, Saturday morning. We are leaving Saturday morning. Okay, Saturday morning, 8th of August. So if you are a youth and you have not yet prepared, you've not even determined, or you've not really conclude in your mind that, oh, this year KC, I won't go there. You've been listening to the representative of the committee saying that is a must. Is a must. You must not miss it because there are a lot of things to get blessed with. Okay. Before I let you go, Ma, let me start from you. Ma. What are things you would love people to know about this program, or why they should not miss it?
Okay, I'll just speak for what he said. Last year was identity. We were able to find and realize our identity in Christ, and this year's manifestation. The truth is that now we know our identity, and now the world is waiting for our manifestation. Wow. The only thing left is for you to take that action and come to KC Camp.
Okay, you, sir.
If I had anything to that, I'm doing so much. I mean, there's little to nothing to add to that. Just come and experience God in every way possible. And promise you that your life will be blessed.
Amen. Amen. All right, your life will be blessed. That is it from as far as KC this year is concerned. And don't forget that Foursquare Communication will also be there live because it's our program. We're doing this together. And please help us send our regards to the chairman. We appreciate him because we've been talking behind the scene. All right, so we go on a short break now. Then after that, we go straight into what we have for today. Don't go away. You can still drop your comment. We are seeing you online, please. Just drop your comment. We talked about the bill that was sent to the National Assembly banning the preaching in the commercial buses. What do you think? What's your view about that? Let's share together. And don't forget that we started a series about 5 weeks ago now, and we are wrapping it up today, talking about kingdom principles for healthy living. We have a medical practitioner in the house who will be joining us in a couple of time now so that we can still speak more on it. So we'll be right back. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's already too late, so it won't make sense. So where am I going to? It's already too late, so I've already come too far. It's already too late, so we won the war. We will spend the billions. We'll spend the billions. We will spend for Jesus. We'll spend for Jesus.
I never forget in my life that if you have a project cost more than triple and yet you are still able to achieve it. It is the responsibility of the zonal superintendent to introduce the district overseer.
This generation now, we are saying that you're ready for me.
To encourage you, please be a part of Wednesday Live.
Please join us.
Go out there.
Tell somebody.
Let us sign on to it.
Don't miss it.
Keep watching Wednesday Live.
Always make sure that on Wednesdays you are ready to be part of Wednesday Live.
God bless you all.
It's that time again. The Foursquare Gospel Church National Teens Ministry presents Teens Camp 2026. Theme: Signs and Wonders. Text: Isaiah 8 verse 18. Behold, I and the children whom the Lord has given me are for signs and for wonders. Ministering: Reverend Dr. Sam Aboiji, General Overseer, Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria. Pastor Deji Adeyemi, Director Youth and Next Gen. Reverend Sunday Okonkwo, National Teens Coordinator. Sister Teniola Ayodele, National Teens President. Date: Sunday, August 23rd to Thursday, September 3rd, 2026. Venue: Ajibo Camp. Get ready to witness God move like never before. It's that time.
right, you're welcome back. It's still Wednesday Live, and we've been having a very interesting conversation since the beginning of this month. We've been talking about kingdom principles for healthy living, and we told you that today's episode is going to be a family episode, and I believe that you've called your husband, your wife, your children that are on holiday to join you in this episode, because we are going to be talking about things that matter to you as a family person. You know, our health is very important. Like they usually say, health is wealth, and that's the reason why we have brought a medical practitioner today so that we can look at family health. And I tell you, she's someone that is so loaded, she has so much depth, and I really thank God for her life. She's the wife of the immediate past Swish 2026 chairman, and she's here with us today. I want to say a special welcome to Dr. Edith Salau. You are very much welcome, ma.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Edith, so we want to get to know a little more about you, apart from the fact that you are a medical doctor. So let's get to know one or two things about you, and maybe how you came into Foursquare and how you are currently practicing medicine.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, first and foremost, I'm a child of God. That is very important. I'm a child of God. Then I'm married to Pastor Sam, Reverend Dr. Sam Salau, like you mentioned. We're blessed with children. We pastor Foursquare Gospel Church, Akoka together, Dominion Center.
Wow.
And we've been there for 8 years. So we've been in ministry together, doing the work of God. I love children ministry, but I'm also into youth ministry, dealing with relationship matters. Yeah, so we have an online platform where we do monthly programs for singles, most especially. Then I became a doctor 2 decades ago.
20 years ago?
Yes.
Wow.
So, and currently I'm undergoing my postgraduate training in family medicine. So very soon I'm going to become a consultant family physician.
Wow. You're welcome, man.
Thank you.
All right. Actually, for like 4 weeks now, we've been discussing issues relating to health.
Okay.
Because we felt that as Christians, God wants us to prosper in all areas, including our health.
Correct.
And as children of God, as far as we know that God wants to use us in ministry, we need this physical body to keep fit, to carry us, to run up and down, to do the work of the ministry. But we discovered that there are issues relating to health that happens to people in the world and the Christian faith alike. So the matter of health has no barrier. It doesn't concern only the believer. No. It's cut across. But even within the Christian fold, you just discover that somebody just collapsed, somebody just slumps, and things like that. And before now, we quick to spiritualize it. But over the years, we got to find out that there are some things that we are not taking cognizance about. Now, Mama, from your experience, what would you say that Christian families let's limit it to our consistency now. Christian family, what are those things that we overlook that is affecting our health?
Okay, so there are a lot of things we overlook. Basically, like you said, that we find Christians slumping and all that. So first and foremost, what we eat and how we make it. Now, because of our busy schedules, many people just tend to eat what they find. And they are not intentional about what they eat and how they eat it. Eating does not just mean food. It also means the water you drink or the fluid you take in. Now, talking about food, we recommend plant-based diets instead of processed meals. So cook your food by yourself. Now, in cooking your food by yourself, what are you adding to this food? They are processed seasonings. But if you look at the internet now, you see that there are a lot of people encouraging that you even make these seasonings by yourself, so as to reduce the number of processed food that you take in. So you can make your seasoning by yourself. So that is one. So whole food and the kind of things you eat. So the salt you add to your food, the seasoning you add to your food, the clean water you use to make your food, and where you even get those food from. Because many people are so busy that they eat from the roadside, which is not healthy. Okay. Now, the leftover, how do you keep them? People do not cover their food, so rats get in. So even before the chronic illness that will even make someone slump, some people can even contract cholera, Lassa fever, and the likes, and this has nothing to do with whether you're a Christian or not. They're just basic principles. Now, water is life. Water is the fuel that the body needs. Water is a fuel that your kidney needs to run. Now, if you have a generator that does not have oil or petrol in it, it will knock. So water, I find people saying that they don't like taking water, because if you don't like taking water because it's colorless, it's odorless, it's tasteless, you can sweeten it with fruits.
Okay.
So that if you have a sweet tooth, so, and also reduce your soda intake, because that is one thing that is being promoted as a a thirst quencher.
Okay.
But water is the one that quenches our thirst. So those are the things that we do. So if you know that if you do these things, then you will have a healthy lifestyle. Then sleep also is very, very important. Sleep is important. Because of our busy schedules, many people do not even sleep well. Ideally, an adult should sleep about 6 to 8 hours, and I know in this Lagos we don't get up to that.
You go get that one.
But ideally, that is what you should do. So, but you notice that when you wake up sometimes, so when people say they feel somehow when they come to the hospital, I ask them, okay, when you say you sleep 6 to 8 hours, do you sleep well? Or you feel tired in the morning? And that is many people's story. They feel tired even after they think that they have slept. So they do not sleep well, and they do not get that time to sleep. So those are the things that basically affect people's health.
Okay, I would love to, maybe as a follow-up question to that, and then I would also ask a particular question. Maybe you can take the two together. So the follow-up question to that is on this issue of sleep. There are people that sleep 8 hours, but they still wake up feeling tired. What could be responsible? And it happens constantly. And then the next one I would love to ask, I want us to take it together, is there are families where you realize that almost everybody falls sick. The father is sick, the mother is sick, and the children are sick, and you are wondering what happened. Could it be as a result of a spiritual cause, or is there any scientific explanation for things like that?
Okay, so about that sleep, there are many parts to sleep. One, when you sleep, when you don't sleep well, or you claim to have slept, did you actually sleep, or you were half awake in that sleep? You know, sometimes when we sleep, you feel that you are conscious, you are aware of your surroundings. So that person might lie down at one time and wake up at another time and tell you that he slept for 8 hours. Did the person actually sleep? No, because by the time you ask other questions, you find that that person did not sleep. Now, when the person slept and he got up in the middle of the night, maybe to use the restroom, how long did it take to sleep back? Because that person will still factor in that time and not still say, I woke up and could not sleep for 1 or 2 hours. And he will tell you, I slept at 10 and woke up at 6. 8 hours is complete. But in reality, that 8 hours is not 8 hours.
There's
it's 6
2 hours that was stolen from me.
Yes. So those are the things. So you ask more questions. There are sleep labs that can even help the person take care of that. There are ailments that even the person thinks is sleeping, but forgets to breathe. So there are so many things that is involved in sleeping. So if you have a problem with sleeping, you can see a doctor and then would analyze that. Now back to the second question about people, the father is sick, the mother is sick, the children are ill. It could be spiritual, yes, because there's a spiritual part of everybody. But any family that experiences that, go back to your drawing board. What are we doing? If someone comes to me and says, my eyes are always itchy, I tell you, you need to go back. So how did it start? Because in the beginning, it was not so. It got to a time when this ailment started. Maybe you added something to your diet. Maybe you're not resting properly. Maybe you're not keeping your leftover food, like I said earlier, properly. You understand? Maybe if there is diarrhea, maybe your habits of even preparing the meal is not. Maybe you don't have mosquito treated, insecticide treated nets to cover yourself, so you're beaten by mosquitoes. Maybe you have stagnant water around that is breeding mosquitoes and allowing mosquitoes to come inside. You are not protected. You know, there are a lot of things. So you go back to the drawing board and notice what you are doing wrongly. In our profession, sometimes, especially for children, we even do home visits, even as family physicians. Yes, so that you can go and look at that house and notice what is wrong in that house. So if someone is coming to you over and over again, then you might do a home visit and see what that person is doing wrongly, and then correct those things. And many times there's an improvement. Yes, they get better. Those things.
Okay, ma. What is family health in the broad sense now?
Okay, family health.
And how is it important? Why is it a major point of discussion?
Okay, so
health to decide to say I'm doing my
in family medicine.
medicine.
Family medicine is a beautiful thing. So family medicine, so it covers everybody. We say we take care of the person from cradle, that is when the person is born, to the grave. So it covers everybody. Now, when we talk about health, health is a state of physical, mental, and social well-being, and not just the absence of disease or illness. So the person.
So even if you are not sick.
So yes.
Okay.
So mentally, that's why we have the psychiatrists. But we can detect that and then go on to advise the person that, oh, you need to take care of your mental health. So someone can come to the hospital sometimes, and it happens many times. The person is not happy.
Okay.
And comes to complain about many things. I have headache. I cannot sleep. I have this. I have that. In fact, weight loss sometimes it happens. You understand? And that person, by the time you start to ask questions over and over again, you now notice that that person is not happy within. And then that is where you now address.
Especially in a place like Nigeria.
Yes, where there's no money. So where there's no money. One of my chiefs, when they say, I have headache, the chief will say, Nigeria rich to get headache. You understand? So the physical health is not just the aspect we look at. We look at the mental health and the social well-being of an individual before you can declare the person being healthy.
Okay, so I want us to talk about inherited diseases and inherited unhealthy habits. Now, there are situations, because we are talking about family health, there are situations where you realize that a particular pattern seems to show in, my dad experienced this. Okay, maybe for instance, let me say diabetes. See, this person experienced diabetes, the father, the grandfather, and it continues like that. And you realize that in some families, you realize that almost everybody in the family, they use glasses and things like so many things like that. But then there's also inherited unhealthy habits. Now, what is the correlation between all of those things? Which one is actually brings more challenge to the health? Is it the inherited disease, is it the genetic factor, or is it the habit factor that actually plays the bigger role?
Okay, so while we say that genes are important, yes, we all have genes and we have one thing or the other, but our habits also has a role to play. So there's a gun and there's a trigger. So the trigger now is your unhealthy habits. Now, like the diabetes example that is cited, that for a person whose family diabetes runs in the family, that person, yes, there's a family history of diabetes, and it goes for many other things. Family history of diabetes. That person, first and foremost, must be very extra careful of what he or she puts in their mouth. You understand the kind of thing. So refined sugar is not for that person, because what happens in diabetes is that there is pancreas and there is insulin. So insulin is the one that takes up all the glucose, all the food that we have eaten. You understand? And then takes it up, converts it to another form, and stores it somewhere. So when we have not eaten, that there's another one that a glucagon that brings us those food and converts it into sugar. Now, when you have diabetes in your a person who is diabetic, it's either that the person is not producing enough insulin, or the insulin level, there's no insulin at all. Now, when you now eat unhealthily, you load yourself with unhealthy sugar or refined sugar, you're not giving your body more work to do. You understand? Greater work to do. So something that is not enough, that should even just come drop by drop, work on the sugar, store it in another form, then you're now giving it more. So you deplete your insulin stores. Now, what should someone like that do? Watch what he eats and portion control. Portion control. That person is not the person, even for everybody, is not the person to now say, I have a big bowl of eba or a big bowl of pounded yam. I must make this mountain low. No. Portion control. And when I talk about portion control, the example I make is that I tell the individual, make your fist. Now, my fist, the size of my fist is smaller to yours. It might be similar to yours. So make your fist, and that's the size of your fist should be the size of your food. Yes. That's the usual reaction I get. Yes, it is possible, because we have all taught ourselves the wrong things. We have taken up habits while we were young, and those habits are the ones that are playing roles. If you do that, you will see that so what would you do? Now you are coming from here to here. Now, so you do a gradual reduction, and as you are doing the gradual reduction, you are replacing with vegetable. You are replacing with protein. You are replacing, and gradually you see that your body will adjust to it, and then that person who has diabetes will be a lot better. You can reverse diabetes, especially for people who have what we call impaired glucose level, that is not yet diabetic but is tending towards diabetes. So if that person does portion control and watches what he eats, plant-based diet, eat healthily, and reduces refined sugar, the person is good to go. And that also goes for, I tell young persons that if there's a family history of mental illness and you join your friend to go and smoke marijuana, then you have pulled the trigger also. So it goes for everything. It goes for everything. If there's a family history of something, that family history, if you can adjust your own lifestyle, you end up not following the pattern.
Okay, so it's not automatic that, okay, it must happen.
It is not automatic, but what makes it automatic is what you do. Like the unhealthy habits, the guy who is smoking marijuana, the guy who is not sleeping well. So if you're not sleeping well, you tend to be obese, you are tired, you're sluggish, then the BP will go up. You understand? So it's not like a straight line. It's one thing leading to the other. It's like a ripple effect.
Concerning that aspect of
this is
portion of food, it reminds me of that scripture that says this is a hard thing.
It is, but it's doable. It's possible. Yes.
Okay. All right, man. Let's look at this area of family and lifestyle also. How can parents encourage children to embrace healthy lifestyle from early stage? Because some of us, of course, we grew up into all of those things. So it was later we are trying to get to know some things and we are trying to adjust. But for parents that have, little children at home, so what advice will you give, or what are the practical steps can you offer to say, okay, these are the things to do to the children to encourage them to build a healthy lifestyle as they grow up?
Okay. So number one, your rewards. So what's the reward you are giving your children? Like if you pass, if you do well in school, I'll take you to Suso place to get you ice cream.
Okay.
If you do this, I'll buy you a bottle of soda.
So what will that do to them?
So that's one. You are teaching that child that is the reward for doing well. So when that child grows up, when you do well, has it not happened to you that when you have done well, you just want to take yourself out and those are the things you buy for yourself?
It was learned.
Yeah, you learned it. You learned it.
Wow.
Okay.
So instead of when a child is going to school, instead of the kind of snacks we give them,
okay,
you can give them fruits.
Okay.
You can give them apple. You can put orange, you can pieces orange, you can put, you understand those things. So inside that, unconsciously, that child learns that snack is fruit. Fruit relates fruit. So you have conditioned snacking as fruit, not snacking as what we all learnt.
Okay. Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, also, you want to drink liquid. Water is liquid. Not the colored liquid we all give them.
Okay.
You understand? So gradually you are telling that child, eating out is once in a while, not everyday thing. So cooking is, you know, there are people who have grown up that they don't see, they prefer to eat out because that's the way they grew up. But cooking by yourself is also another thing you can do is, while at the dining, nobody holds phone. And the parents also should do that, so that you're intentionally eating. Have you noticed that when you are pressing your phone and you are eating, you tend to eat more because your mind is not there. You cannot, you cannot, yes,
When
you cannot
finish the food and you ask
yourself, like,
I
where this? You understand?
Yeah.
So those are habits that we should. So at the dining, ensure that nobody holds phone. So we are all concentrated on that food. So you see that whatever is put before you or before that child just learns that, oh, this is what has been given to me, and this is what I must finish. So gradually, when that child grows up, you see that it will just be automatic. It's just like that.
Doctor, school is on holiday now, and a lot of children, and I know some children are watching this, a lot of children are at home, and I also know that there are parents that are also watching this. And yes, children could sometimes be a little bit of a pain, you know, for the parents, and you know, the parents want to do a lot of things, and they're like, oh, in fact, I know that a lot of parents will be like, let them resume back on time. So there are a lot of parents who, as a result of the fact that they want to, okay, just get off me, they give them their phone, okay, you can watch cartoon, or they allow them to stay with the television to watch cartoon, and then the screen time of these children increases so much. Is there any danger in that?
Plenty danger.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. One of the pillars of lifestyle medicine is social connectedness. And that is something that we are losing because of screen time. Because many of the children growing up now, they are so much used to the screen, to people they cannot see, people that they will never see, that they have lost relationship with physical people that they are seeing. So what can parents do? Reduce the screen time. When you wake up after the family altar, after you have prayed, you don't put on the television until so time. So between that time and that time, what do? They have house chores, do it. Then you can also, there are a lot of things they can learn on YouTube. You can buy them materials to make things. So they are looking forward to things that they can make with their hands. There should be something that they can, maybe they want to make a throw pillow, maybe they want to create this, they can want to create that. During that time, within that time, they can just learn those things and then reduce. You go to bed. So once you put on the TV at 12, the TV is on for maybe so number of hours, and you go to bed at so number of hours, so that they sleep well, and when they wake up, they put their brains to task. They won't just be doing, because social media is so addictive.
Yes.
Yes. So because when you watch one thing, you can be on people's status for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Even when your hand beats it off, there's someone else who has put up a status you want to see. You understand?
And it was designed
to be so. So that screen time. And it even happens, the one that annoys me most is it's not just at home, even in churches. You find parents who their child will sit beside them, and instead of listening in church, they just give the child phone. The parents in my church, you know, I will seize that phone. I'll take that.
And some of the children will see you as you are being difficult.
But when you, the funniest thing is that by the time that child is like 4, 5, once they see me, they hug me. They love me. Because the children know who corrects them and who indulges them. You understand? So reduce the screen time for your children. There's a lot of danger in it. let them have social connectedness. Let them know that physical people are the people you should talk to. They are the people you should relate with. They are the people who can get you out of trouble, and not those people who are online that you will never see, you may never see in life.
Thank you so much. So if you are still online watching us presently, we've been discussing about Kingdom Principle for Healthy Living, and we still have in the studio Dr. Eddie Salah, who has been sharing our thoughts with us on family health, family lifestyle. We'll go on a short break now. When we come back, I want us to look at this area of stress, emotional burnout and things like that. So you can be part of this program. Like I said, just drop your comment if you have a question to ask the doctor. Please just drop it in the comment section. We will definitely pick it up. We're going to a short break. When we come back, the program continues. This is still Wednesday, episode 39. Stay with us.
A God-given talent waiting to shine? This is your moment, because every gift deserves a stage and every calling deserves a voice. The Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, through the 71st Annual Convention Committee, proudly presents Foursquare Get Talent 2026. A national platform to discover, develop, and celebrate the exceptional talent God has deposited in His church. Are you gifted in choir, solo music, instrumental performance, drama, monologue, spoken word, dance, chant, or awe? Then step forward and let your gift shine for the glory of God. Register your expression of interest today by completing the official registration form. Registration is now open. Registration procedures, eligibility requirements, and other terms and conditions. Kindly contact the appropriate ministry representatives. For drama ministry inquiries, call 080-330-29067, 080-8952-4049, or 0810-275-1460. For music ministry inquiries, call 080-2352-6448, 080-7273-1066, or 080-6847-3066. Don't hide your talent. Bring it to the stage and let the world experience God's excellence through you. Foursquare Get Talent 2026. One faith, many gifts, one stage. Let excellence be heard.
It's still Wednesday Live, episode 39. We have in the studio Dr. Eddie Salah, who has been sharing our thoughts, and we've been discussing about family health. So, ma, before we went on break, I said I would love us to talk about stress, family stress, and how family can manage stress and burnout. Because we know that in Lagos, people never sleep. Even when they claim they sleep, they are sleeping, their mind is not sleeping. So as Christian, ma, how do we manage this? And how is it affecting our health as a family?
Okay, we need to really manage stress. For cities like Lagos, our stress level is, people wake up at 4:30, don't even get back until, say, 10, 11. But amidst all of that, we must be intentional. So, during your breaks, instead of gisting, eat and rest.
Okay.
During your breaks, every office, no matter how busy, if you are someone who jumps bus, in that bus, keep your belongings anyways, and then sleep.
Okay.
You will rest. You find that sometimes 5 minutes nap can just do a small reset for you. And your weekends, if you don't have an event, rest. You understand? Sleep is very important because sleep is healing. Sleep heals a lot of things. In that sleep, sometimes you have a headache and you're using paracetamol and it's not going. And then you just sleep. And you find that you just feel better. Because it might just be sleep deprivation that has led to that headache. So number one way of managing stress is sleep. Now, there's positive stress, there's negative stress. Positive stress is when you have events that make you happy. So certain hormones will be released and then you're happy. You don't see it as like celebrating something now. You not see it as stress. But when it's a negative stress, like our work taking a toll on us, then you see it as negative stress. So that's where social connectedness comes in, so that you do things that make you happy more. Then also exercise can also help you reduce stress level.
Okay.
Because exercise would calm you down. It might look like you are increasing your heart rate and all that, but after an exercise, you take a shower, you see that you feel a lot better, and then you rest well. So managing stress, looking at your schedule and looking at where you can insert sleep and rest. If it is not important, just leave it.
Okay,
there are some things that are urgent and important, do them. But there are things that are not urgent and they are not important. So you can leave those things. So managing your schedule is important in managing stress.
Talking about stress, let's talk about marital stress. How does the quality of the marriage affect the health of the entire household?
A family with conflicts, and a family that has a lot of conflicts, to affect, if it's the husband that is making trouble, it will affect the wife, it will affect the children because they are unhappy. You understand? If it's a wife that is troublesome, the husband is unhappy, his productivity also would even reduce. It will affect his productivity in his workplace. So it goes on to affect them. And so when emotions are down, I told you that health is physical, social, and mental well-being. So the person is not happy mentally. So a depressed person will not function well. He cannot sleep, he cannot eat, and so a lot of things. So family conflicts and all the healthy family would affect the overall health of that family. So if there's a conflict and the husband is not probably dropping money now, the children cannot eat well. Then I told you about people who come to the hospital, complain about certain ailments and say they are losing weight, they cannot sleep, they are feeling this, feeling that. By the time you advise them on how to resolve, probably you now discover that it's a family conflict or a family issue that is affecting the health. By the time you now provide solutions or do something we call family conferencing in family medicine, where we...
Family conferencing?
Yes, where we initiate a meeting with key members of the family.
Okay.
You understand? And then now start to meddle into that. You just see that person come out beautifully, and then the person is a lot better. You understand? So family, the emotions of the family is very, very important. Sometimes it might even be the children that you notice depression in, and by the time you do your investigation, you now see that it's the parents that have issues, and by the time you change the environment, do this, do that, you see that that child turns out better, and the whole family too turns out better.
All right, doctor. Let's look at this aspect that people often neglect: personal hygiene. What role does personal hygiene play in preventing disease or diseases? Can I put it that way?
Personal hygiene. So that's your own, the way you keep yourself.
Yeah.
Now, brushing
Or
your
does
teeth.
it have
It
anything
has
to
a
do?
lot, yes, a lot. So brushing your teeth. So if one does not brush teeth, you are prone to what we call dental caries. And dental caries, the mouth is linked to the body. And then by the time you go to the dentist or So the person has, the teeth starts to shake, loses tooth, and then sometimes bacteria from the mouth itself can track into the body and affect the heart. Yes, that's one. Now, keeping your hair, we know that there's what we call lice. We know lice.
Yes.
Lice does not affect just you, it affects your neighbor, whoever sleeps beside that individual. So that person can even infect that person. Then body odor, then the keeping your underwear clean and all that. So it affects a lot of things. So personal hygiene for a person who is dirty to himself will be dirty with what he puts in his mouth. So I talked about covering your food properly to avoid things like cholera, washing your hands. So personal hygiene, washing your hands after using the restroom, washing your hand properly with soap and water, so that you do not even ingest what you have passed out. I tell people typhoid. I tell people when you say you have typhoid and it is actually confirmed, it just means that you have eaten shit.
Wow.
Yes, you have eaten because it's passed out in stool. So that means, so it plays a big role in the way we live. It plays a big role in our own lives and in the lives of individuals. So our refuse bin also should be disposed properly so that the rats do not bring back things, flies do not perch on our refuse and then come back and perch on our food, and then, you know. So personal hygiene is very, very important. It's important that we keep ourselves clean and also keep our environment clean.
Okay, doctor, someone is asking this question, said, I am AS. I've been hoping to get married to someone that is AA. I didn't see anyone. And the person that I'm in love with is also AS. I have faith that nothing is going to go wrong. What advice do you have for this person?
As a
woman of faith, as a pastor, and as a doctor.
So why are you tying my hands? Okay, so as a pastor, like you said, I like your faith. It's good that you have faith, and there's nothing God cannot do. But as also a doctor, please still look elsewhere. Ask God. If God is leading you, there are miracles. But as a doctor, I would say don't marry an AS. Don't even do it. For every pregnancy you have, there's a 25% chance of having a child with sickle cell disease. But what if that 25% happens every time you get pregnant? I have seen it. That 4 out of 4 are SS. It is something I have seen.
Wow.
You understand? Now, the place of medicine, there's a place of prenatal diagnosis. So if you insist on going on with that relationship, then there's a center in Idiaraba there, Lute Sickle Cell Foundation. So once you want to go there for premarital counseling as per health-wise. So once you get pregnant, they can check the genotype of that baby
while still in the womb,
and then determine the genotype. Then if the genotype now ends up being SS, you will be counseled and advised to terminate the pregnancy. So how many do you want to terminate? If what happens is 4 out of 4, you can still have AS, you can still have AA children, but it's advisable. Why go through that stress when you can? There's an easy route. So as a doctor, I would not advise you to go on with that relationship. It's better you still look on elsewhere. And if you claim to be, whoever comes also, if he claims to be AA, please check and recheck.
There are a lot of people these days that they don't even know their genotype, and then they just assume.
So don't take word of mouth as genotype. Go to the lab together. Don't let anybody come and give you lab results. Go there together and go and collect the results together, and be sure, go to a recognized and a reliable lab and be sure that, oh, this person, I'm AS, you have been confirmed, and this person I'm going on with is AA. Please, let's reduce the number of children with SS because it's not easy. It's a lot of trouble. The pain they go through every time, the frequent hospital visits, and the likes is a whole lot of stress on them, and even also on the family, because hospitals are not cheap.
Yes.
Love is blind, but it can wear glasses by being wise with wisdom, So,
all right, man. Oh, no, I want us to be practical now.
Okay.
You made mention of water the other time. How often should one take water to maintain a good health? That's one. Then two, we often hear it. Take water 30 minutes before you eat. Later we heard take 30 minutes after eating. Me as a person, I love eating meal and taking water along with it. Which one will you say is right or is medically certified?
okay. So, I will not talk about when and how often you should take water. But I would rather talk about how much water should we take.
Okay.
So, I always like to break it down as, okay, this is a 75, if I'm right? Yes.
Yeah, 75.
A 75 cl bottle.
And that is McPherson water. Maybe this might be a good option. A good opportunity to advertise McPherson water.
Okay. So, what we should take is 3 to 4 liters in a day.
3 to 4 liters of water.
So that means that if I'm taking this bottle, I should take at least 4.
Wow. Of this?
Yes, in a day.
Okay.
Now, okay, so I can take also 5 to make the 4 liters.
Okay.
Now, if this is not the bottle you use to measure your water, and you drink sachet water, which everybody knows as pure water, so it's 6 to 8 in a day. And when I say 6 to 8 in a day, people shout, how will I tell them, take it as medicine. So 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 at night, and then 1 in between.
Okay.
It sounds simple, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it sounds simple. Now, for people who say drink water before or after meal, the thing is that when you drink water, it dilutes the digestive juices, and they feel that you are unable to digest the food properly and all that. Whatever, then if you drink water before, also the advantage in that is that it will now reduce your craving. So the man who is trying to reduce to this size, if he drinks water before, he will be filled, and then he would have little food. Yeah, so it's a way of cutting your craving. But in all that you do, then another thing is that when after 7, 8, you should start reducing your fluid intake, because it will, if you drink water towards the night, it will make you have a lot of bathroom visits in the middle of the night. And then the quality sleep that we're talking about, that person will not be able to. So that means that when you wake up, anything between the time you wake up and then 7 p.m., even for elderly people, I even advise that they should start reducing from 6. You understand? Water intake, they should start reducing. I did not say no, don't take water. So between whatever time you wake up and say 6, 7 p.m., you should have achieved your 3 to 4 liters for that day. So I think that my prescription, 2 morning, 2 afternoon, 2 night, 1 in between.
1 in between.
Yes.
2 morning, 2 night. You hear that?
Wow.
2 morning, 2
afternoon, 2 night, 1 in between.
So it will make up to like 8.
Yes.
In a day.
And you're good to go.
That's simple.
That's simple, yes.
Okay, if there is one thing that you feel should be, let's say 1, 2, 3 things that you feel is an habit that people should cultivate with respect to their health, what would it be and what would you recommend? Because there are people that are watching this and they are saying that, oh, there are so many rules, that is there a formula, just make it simple for me, something that I can just start doing right now to make sure that my health improves. What would it be?
So, number 1, what you eat. That's 1. So I talked about plant-based diet, reduce processed meals. So what you drink also. Then also, when you make your food and you have leftover, protect them, cover them properly. Number 2, physical exercise. Be active. Be active. We recommend 30 minutes exercise 5 times a week.
Wow.
Yes, at least. Be active. So where you find that you want to quickly take bike to, leave home earlier and then
I'll try.
Take a
and
walk.
trek. Yes, take a walk. Sometimes you can drop your car. Yes, you can drop your car and go by public transport instead, so as to achieve that physical exercise. Or you can even dance at home. Dancing is free. So if that, yes, now if you feel that you cannot drop your car, you can dance for 30 minutes, play music and dance with your children. So everybody will even take that. Then avoid substance abuse, avoid alcohol. For people who smoke, don't smoke. Don't smoke. You understand? Then manage your stress level. Sleep well. Those are practical things that you can do. It's not highfalutin. And I tell people about that food. I tell people that you don't have to have a lot of money for you to have a balanced diet. For someone in the market, if you take rice, carbohydrates, and you have the round fish that we all know as yeah. Yes, and you put a little oil, you can see that their food is getting balanced. Then you put, even if it is dry pepper that you can afford, you add it to it. That's your this thing. Even if you have small vegetable, which is ugu, bure, what we have around, you add it and you add a little salt. You're good to go. It's balanced. You understand? So what you eat, just ensure that all the classes of food are in your plate. A healthy plate is made.
All right. Doctor, let's lighten this a bit. I just want you to answer either myth or truth. You should only visit the hospital when you are sick.
That's a myth.
All right. Drinking enough water every day improves overall health.
True.
True. Children naturally develop healthy habits without guidance.
That's myth.
That's myth. Okay. Regular exercise helps reduce the risk of many diseases.
Very true.
Mental health is just as important as physical health.
Very, very true.
Prevention is always better than cure.
Extraordinarily true.
Okay, perfect. What do you have with you now?
Okay, thank you very much, ma. And I would also love to ask this: who should drink more water in the home? Is it the daddy, the mommy, or the children?
Everybody needs water.
Water is life.
Water is life. If we need fuel, then we need water.
Which is worse? Is it skipping breakfast or eating heavy meals at night?
Eating heavy meals at night
is worse.
Is worse. You have nowhere to burn it.
Oh.
You have nowhere to burn it because at night the body is shutting down and all you're thinking about is sleep, sleep, sleep. So where are you burning it?
And what's your perspective on skipping breakfast?
Skipping breakfast.
Some people say that the most important meal in the day is breakfast.
Very true. But skipping breakfast, like someone said that I eat once a day. And that once a day might be lunch. So he has eaten, he feels that he should combine breakfast and dinner and put it. So
lunch.
He's eating 3 times, so that's unhealthy. But once you eat breakfast, there's this consciousness that you have done, and then lunch sometimes can just be skipped.
Okay.
You know, your body is already full. You feel that you have done well for that day. You started on a good note, and then so skipping breakfast is not actually healthy. If you eat breakfast, you can even actually lose weight because you're not eating compensatory meals.
Okay.
Yes, so you are going to be very conscious of what you do for that.
If there's one food you think every Nigerian should stop eating, what food would you do?
That's difficult. Noodles. People should reduce
consumption of noodles.
Yes. Anything processed, anything that is not natural. God is awesome.
Some children that are washing dish, they will not be happy to hear this.
Even in fact, I had to tell my children that in school, please, because I found out at a point that once I call, hello, how are you? I'm about to, they are making noodles. Yeah,
Hmm.
Ogbeni, please stop that. Reduce the consumption. So she made a conscious effort to reduce maybe to once in 2 weeks, once in a month. You understand? So it's now because I insisted and I kept reminding her that should reduce. And also, Momo.
Wow.
Yes, it stores a lot of fat. All those about
You are breaking a lot of tables.
No, let's break it. About the shaki, they have a lot of fat and they contribute. By the time the person is coming for his or her cholesterol level and is high, and when the cholesterol is high, there's a risk of hypertension, diabetes, and plenty of other things. So by the time you ask that person to cut down on those things, the person is good to go. Because some cholesterol levels, with just adjusting your diet and just exercising, will just go down. You understand? So those are things that people should try and reduce. So once in a while.
All right. Finally, from me, man.
Okay.
How often should someone do a medical check? I mean, maybe in general, or what are the basic medical checks you would recommend that everybody should do regularly?
Okay, so basic as one is growing up, basically a blood pressure check. Maybe if you are not hypertensive, you can do once in a month. Because high blood pressure is a silent killer. There are many people who come to the hospital with no symptoms. In fact, 90% of people have no symptoms. And by the time you check their blood pressure, is on the roof, is very elevated, and sometimes you need to keep them in the hospital. A sugar check is also important. So those ones are regular, maybe once in 2 months or once in 3 months. Then there are some investigations that are timed. Like for women, a mammogram to check if there is breast cancer or breast lumps is yearly from the age of 40. Then a pap smear is once in 3 years. You understand? So there are some that are timed. So whatever regular check you are doing, you can even time it as maybe on your birthday. That should be instead of going out to party or buying. So that you remember and you make a conscious effort. Okay, these are the checks. I'm doing a liver check. I'm doing a kidney check, so that things can be detected early. You understand? So those are the regular prostate check, all those things. And then for people with family history of certain ailments. So now, for example, if there's a family history of, let's say, prostate cancer, and the first person who had it in that family was detected at age 60. So the son should start active screening 10 years before the father was discovered.
Wow.
That's what we recommend. So it doesn't mean that others that do not have family history should not check themselves, but it's just that because this person has a family history, he should check himself earlier than the others. And so just check yourself regularly. Let that birthday gift be your own health check. It's okay. I'm good for this year till next year. You understand?
Okay, I know we should wrap up, but some people send in questions and these people will fight with us if we don't answer this question. This person is saying that for a child, a growing child that bedwet, urinate frequently, what could be responsible? And I want us to take these 3 questions together. And another person is asking, I think that one's coming from David Keys, and then another person, Bizdek, is asking that can tea or beverage replace water? So this person probably feel that, as much as you talk about drinking a lot of water, I think I prefer tea and beverage. And then another person is asking that as an adult, if you urinate frequently after taking a lot of water, you've recommended that we take a lot of water. So I noticed that when I take a lot of this water, I keep going to urinate over and over again. So I want you to look at these 3 questions together.
Okay, so for that child who bedwets, like I said, if that child drinks a lot of water at night, the tendency to bedwet is higher in that. So the mother should reduce the fluid intake once it's getting to bedtime, like an hour or 2 before bedtime. Ensures that compulsorily that child goes to pee before
going to
bedtime. Now, if you have done all that, then you can also try to wake that child up in the middle of the night, so that that child, the body clock gets used to that. If all of that does not work, bring that child to the hospital, because that might be the first sign of diabetes in that child.
Wow.
There's type 1 diabetes, and it happens in children.
Wow.
You understand? Someone was telling me, one of my colleagues was telling me about a girl who the first thing they noticed was that bedwetting. And by the time they checked her sugar, thank God they checked at that point. That child was diabetic, and is still diabetic till today.
But
So
we would have been beating that child for bedwetting.
Yes, but if there was no health personnel around to check that sugar, that this is not normal, you understand, that child will be beaten for something he or she cannot help. It is actually not the child's fault, it's the body crying for help.
Wow.
You understand? Now, for the individual, for the guy who asked if tea can replace water, water is water. So
water is not tea.
And we're taught in primary school that water is colorless, is odorless, and is tasteless. So anything that is tasteful, that has odor,
and has color,
is not water.
And water.
So if it's not water, it is not the
water.
So drink your water. I'm not saying don't drink tea. There are medicinal tea, there are herbal teas.
Okay.
But ensure that you're not adding refined sugar to it to make it unhealthy.
Okay.
You can't say you are taking something that is medicine and you're now taking another thing that is countering the effects of that thing.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah,
So
sure.
that's way you know that you're maintaining your balance. Then the third question was
the adult that, each time I drink water, I find out I keep going to toilet to
It is
urinate.
normal. It is normal, because that means your kidneys are working.
Wow.
You understand?
Okay.
When there is kidney failure, the first thing that the person notices is that thing you are complaining about, not able to pee. He's drinking a lot and is not peeing. You understand? That's why they go on to dialysis, because I tell people that peeing means that passing urine means that your body, all the waste in your body is coming out through urine. And if you are unable, and the kidney is the one that does that work. So if the kidney is packing up, that means it's not doing its job. You understand? And if it's not bringing out the water, that means it will store it in the body. And when you find people with kidney failure, their body begins to swell all over, because that water has nowhere to go.
Wow.
The individual, the machine that is supposed to bring out that water is not. So your kidney is working. So if your kidney is working well, there's no need to complain. All you need to do is that towards night, like I said, reduce your intake so that your bedtime will not be ruined at that time, so you can get quality sleep.
Wow. It's been an interesting conversation, and we want to sincerely appreciate Dr. Edith Salau for this very interesting
It's a master
expose.
All right. We want to appreciate everybody that has been part of this today. In fact, and this will wrap up the
series on
that
Kingdom.
we'll be looking at it for this month. We know we will still revisit it later on. So, Dr. Eddie, thank you so much,
Thank you so
we really
much.
want to appreciate you. We
you.
thank you. Despite the short notice you obliged us, the Lord will continue to honor you.
Amen.
We are highly informed today, and we are impacted by your thought. Thank you. The Lord will be with you.
Amen.
So,
Thank
on
you
behalf of Foursquare Communication, this is our widow's mind too. We want
Thank
to
you
say
so
thank you
much.
for
Thank
coming,
you,
man.
thank you,
Thank
thank
you,
you so
thank you.
much.
And please, our special regards to Daddy.
Thank you.
He's
Here.
a friend of this
The house.
outfit.
He's our board member
He's a board member.
of Foursquare
He has
Communications.
been supporting us. We really appreciate him. So thank you so much, man. All right. If you have been blessed by this aspect of kingdom principle on healthy living, the next thing you should do is just go out and act on those things that the doctor has just said. Don't just watch and just say, they are saying their own. No, because we know people quick to spiritualize is God will do it, God will do it. There are a lot of things you can also do. Don't bother God. You can do yourself to help and to maintain healthy living. And I pray that God Almighty will keep all of us fit in Jesus' name.
Amen.
The program is not ending yet. We go on a short break now. When we come back, we switch to Roadmap to Convention 71. Don't go away. It's still Wednesday Live, episode 39. We'll be right back.
Are you a pastor's wife or a lady minister? Pastors' Wives and Lady Ministers Fellowship of Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria present District and Axis Biennial Conference of PWLMF 2026. Theme: Be ye steadfast. Text: 1 Corinthians 15 verse 58 and 2 Peter 3 verse 17. Steadfast in faith, steadfast in purpose. Come and experience divine renewal, fresh fire, unshakable faith, and many more. As our Mommy G.O., Reverend Dr. Mrs. Olabisi Aboyeji, National President of Pastors' Wives and Lady Ministers of Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, will be ministering with other great ministers of God. District and Axis Biennial Conference of PWLMF 2026, happening from July to September 2026. Chairperson Planning Committee, Reverend Mrs. Obende Olufunke. Jesus Christ, the same yesterday and today and forever.
Too late, so it won't make sense. So where am I going to? It's already too late. So I've already come too far. It's already too late. So we won the war. We will spend the billions. We'll spend the billions. We will spend for Jesus.
It's that time again. The Foursquare Gospel Church National Teens Ministry presents Teens Camp 2026. Theme: Signs and Wonders. Text: Isaiah 8 verse 18. Behold, I and the children whom the Lord has given me are for signs and for wonders. Ministering: Reverend Dr. Sam Aboyeji, General Overseer, Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria. Pastor Deji Adeyemi, Director Youth and Next Gen. Reverend Sunday Okonkwo, National Teens Coordinator. Sister Teniola Ayodele, National Teens President. Date: Sunday, August 23rd to Thursday, September 3rd, 2026. Venue: Ajibo Camp. Get ready to witness God move like never before. It's that time again.
The Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria invites you to its 13th annual public lecture. Theme: Building to Last. Faith, Infrastructure, and the Future of a Nation. Guest speaker, Dr. Segun Aino, former chairman of Odua Investment Company and renowned fintech grandmaster. Chairman, His Excellency, Dr. Alex Oti, Executive Governor of Abia State. Chief host, the General Overseer of the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, Reverend Dr. Sam Aboyeji. The distinguished panelists are Chief Osita Chidoka, former Minister of Aviation, Engineer Lufumilayo Kadiri, Managing Director of ASEN, and Engineer Joseph Chiroma, Engineering Professional. Date: Thursday, September 10, 2026. Venue: The Marquee, Harbour Point, Wilmot Point Road, off Amadu Bello Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time: 11 a.m. prompt. Attendance is free, but registration is compulsory. Scan the QR code or visit the registration link on the flyer to reserve your seat. Announcer: Reverend Charles Fashola, Chairman of the 2026 71st Anniversary Convention, and Pastor Lumide Ajayi, Committee Lead, 2026 Annual Public Lecture. Don't miss this timely conversation on faith, leadership, and the future of our nation. See you there.
From one generation enter another generation, God don dey leading people go forward from wetin they know to wetin they new, from victory wey happen before come enter better things wey dey happen for front. For over 70 years, in church don dey grow with correct grace and power. But this journey never finish o. This October, the call go sound again to take gather all believers come join body on top one powerful divine encounter. Foursquare Gospel Church for Nigeria don come with its 71st annual convention, where the team na breaking new grounds. Join us from October 7th to 11th, 2026 for Foursquare Camp, Kilometer 75, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Ajibo, Ogun State. National Ministerial Council go shele for October 5th and Convention Business Meeting go shele on October 6th, 2026. Some of the ogbonge anointed men of God will go minister na Reverend Dr. Sam Aboyeji and Reverend Dr. Mrs. Olabisi Aboyeji, General Overseer of Foursquare Gospel Church for Nigeria, Pastor Wole Oladiyun of Clamp, and Apostle Michael Oropo, plus other gentlemen anointed men of God. Make you expect powerful worship wey go bless you. Empowerment programs for different districts, workshops sef go dey, next gen expression sef go dey there, creative talent hut nko, our Daddy Gio football tournament and Thanksgiving celebration sef e go shele. Come make you experience salvation, restoration, confirm breakthrough, and the opening of new ground for Christ. The 71st annual convention of Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, breaking new ground, advancing the kingdom, possessing new territory. 2026 convention na people's convention. Come with expectation. Your new ground they wait for you.
Announcer, Reverend Dr.
Welcome to Wednesday Live, and we have come to another session of Wednesday Live, which is Roadmap to Convention 2026. And as we continue to count down to Convention 2026, we are looking forward to it. You've heard it over and over and over again that this year's convention is the People's Convention. It is my convention, it is your convention, it is our convention. And as we prepare towards the convention, one of the things that is important that we pay attention to is security, especially at such a time like this in Nigeria. You know, there are some people that might feel like, oh, maybe I would love to attend convention, but I'm not too sure about the state of security at convention. That is why we have brought to you today the National Security Coordinator for the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria to enlighten us about some of the plans, some of the preparations that is in place for security as we prepare for Convention 2026. On this note, I want to say a special welcome to Mr. Moses Akinlabi. Thank you so much for joining us on Roadmap to Convention 2026.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes,
You're welcome. It's only good morning too.
Oh well, I think we can make exception for
for the purpose of this program.
Exactly.
All right, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
Sincerely, you came in at the right time. Because even as at this morning, I was just ruminating and said, I think we need to bring you on the program. I didn't even know you were the one coming today for Roadmap. I was just thinking that, a lot of things is happening on the national scene now and around us that we need to discuss about security consciousness again among our people. But that might be for another day. Let's narrow it down to convention right now. Before we come to you proper, let's listen to a kind of an audio. I want everybody to pay attention to your devices now. Let's listen to an audio, then from there we pick up our conversation, if you don't mind, sir.
No, it's fine.
All right. Okay, I think we might need to come back to that. But, sir, pending the time the MC have sorted out themselves, let's look at the issue of security in general. I mean, security is a major concern in our country today, no doubt. It's even visible to the eye. What measure are we putting in place to guarantee safety during this coming forth convention? Because I know some people will love to come, but their first concern is, hey, security along Ibadan Expressway, Ajebo, they are kidnapping people. In fact, there was a time they said there was one kidnapper's den around that. So what measure are we putting in place? I hope we are not losing that.
Okay, thank you so much for this timer. I want to appreciate your efforts for disseminating information to everyone out there, especially regarding the convention, the forthcoming convention. Yeah, security as regards Ajebo camp. First off, we are going to note that it's not only these security challenges are not peculiar to Nigeria, and not only to Ogun State alone. It's a worldwide thing, and it's been dealt with as it's happened. Now, to Ajebo camp, we actually have, by the grace of God, capable and on ground. We are preparing regarding the forthcoming convention to make sure that everything goes smoothly. Yes, I remember the period in question when you talk about saying they have a camp there. There was this satellite imagery. I will tell you very well that throughout that night, for at least 48 hours, I didn't sleep. People that I know, people that I don't know, they were bombarding me. And unfortunately, that period, I was actually under the weather.
Wow.
And then, at the time, they were suggesting I put off my phone. I said, when I do that, then there's going to be serious panic. Because everyone now talked to me, they want to hear. But then, these camps have been around there for a while. You understand? And we should also be aware that it's quite unfortunate that this whole insecurity thing is, tilted to a certain race or look, a particular race and look. So it's making it look like particular persons or race are targeted. But then it's not, like that. Everyone, from the Yorubas to the Igbos, the Hausas, just call it Muslim or Christian when it comes to committing crime. No one distinguishes. They don't say because I'm an Igbo man, I won't be a part of this. You understand? It's a human thing. You get. So when that imagery was going around and they're using it as, a reason to profile and all of that, I told them to discontinue that. That was actually the attention of that got to the authority in Ogun State, the police authority, and then the DSS, and they looked into it and did the clearance. So, and that has been a sustained effort in the security architecture. They've always done clearance operations to make sure that whenever we get this information, we just send across to them. They send their operatives down to clear that bush. And we happen to be one of the major stakeholders in that local government. We have a very big portion of land. So continuously, we made it an habit to always liaise with them and make sure that we bring this to their attention as we get the information. Because aside from bringing, armed operatives to the convention every other time we're converging there, we also make sure that we have intelligence gathering. You understand? Real-time intelligence gathering. So whether we're in camp or not, as it is happening, people are always updating me to say, okay, this is what is happening around here, at so time, at so date, and then immediately dispatch same to the authority, and actions have been taken.
Okay, so what other security bodies are we partnering with, especially as we move closer to convention, or are we depending primarily on just the security outfit of Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria?
Okay, no, we're not depending on the Foursquare Gospel Church Security Council alone. We're partnering with the police.
Wow.
Yes, of course. We can't do without them. They are an important integral part of the society. We can't do without them. The DSS as well. Even the military. Even as I speak to you, yesterday I was in Ajebo. I left very late as well. And you have round the clock a patrol from various security agencies. They go in there and then they check in with me to say, well, we're at your base now. We just clock in here, spend some number of hours. They go around, tell me, report to me what their findings is. And then we also have the domestic guards.
Vigilantes.
Yes, we even do round the clock, 24 hours. So it's not just the National Security Council thing that we are limited to no. We also reach out to them from time to time. I also go for meetings.
Wow.
You understand, especially after the war happened in Ibadan, after the rescue.
Okay.
We had meetings and then suggestions and advices on what to do and how to keep the neighborhood. So security is not just for the police or the DSS or the military alone. It's not a particular organization's issue. It's everybody's business. And the actual security, which people think starts with carrying of guns and blowing siren, and that's just show of force.
Okay.
The actual security starts from intelligence gathering, which is what we say: when you see something, just say something. You may not understand the importance of what it is that you've done, but you see that this thing is abnormal. I mean, you just wake up one morning in your locality and you're seeing strange faces, 2, 3 young guys or girls moving around. They were not there yesterday when you went to bed. And then another few hours, you're still seeing them there. They keep going into a particular apartment, coming out and all of that. Call somebody reputable and say, I've been noticing this face, I've been noticing they were not here yesterday, they were not here before yesterday. So I've been noticing them. I mean, from there, now, once this gets to the people who are trained to manage this kind of information, they now know what to do with it and then how to keep a watch. You understand?
So no information is actually useless.
No information. You see, that's one thing, especially in my line of business. They'll tell to me that you can't work with this person. I say, why? He says it's useless. I say, why is it? How is he useless? Can he speak? They say he can speak. Can he see? Yes, he can see. Okay. He's not useless. In security, no one is useless.
Okay.
You understand? You're crippled, you're deaf, you're dumb, you're not useless. So long as you're breathing, you get, because at one point or the other, you stumble on information, and if that information is carefully collected and processed, it becomes intelligence. It might not be an intelligence that is actionable that period. Moment, it might even be an intelligence that is not actionable in the next 2 years.
Okay.
You understand? But this, in our line of business, we don't deal in God forbid. You understand? Okay. The moment a security expert is telling you God forbid, you started losing focus. You get. We are trained to be proactive. Why a civilian might not find it easier to look into the dark corners of what an event, if he travels down lane and then look at what an event might lead up to, we are trained to go into that dark side and see what it might become. If this individual stays here and then they start meddling with these, what can it turn to? Would they become suicidal, or would they become a danger to society? You understand? It's our business to forecast, to be proactive. So God forbid doesn't come in there. So I look into it and then draft that out and come and say, okay, this individual, if you let this person remain here and continue having contact with this person, this is what they're likely to become. Okay. And if they become this is what they're likely to be in another 1 or 2 years or in another 6 months. And if they be this one, then they may likely hurt the society or this group of persons. Wow. If you're telling somebody like that, they say, no, God forbid, let's not think about that. But that's not my business. Mine is to look at all of that and say, okay, to forestall the loss of life in this area, let's make sure this individual does not even stay here to now start having contact with this person. You understand? Right. All of this comes from collecting information. Okay. You understand? Processing it through a certain machinery that we have, okay. And then it gives you that intelligence, which now helps you to, become proactive, and you can say, okay, this is it.
All right, I learned that the audio material is ready. Let's listen to it now.
Yes, that's the one of show in school like this. What I tell you? That one 50 day around.
50 day around there. So now shall I carry you go reading?
Yes, that shall I show me all the people who do the runs.
Okay, to pick the phones.
Yeah, to pick phone.
Okay, so wait. Yes. Basically, if in a year of say program based somewhere, so now we just fall in.
No, sir. Now what did they do? National, nine them want to spoil me. But this like this redeem now. This lack of pressure. I don't go. I say no, I don't go because without I'm not just that pressure. I don't need money. Okay. Now because I need money now for our strength.
Okay, that's why make you come.
Yes, sir. That's why if you catch me.
Now he tell you say Foursquare they.
Yes, sir.
Say they do waiting.
He say they do conversion. Okay. Now he tell me, listen, that is the money, bros. I be one go. I call him. He say no, me I not go. Make I get patient. Say on Friday night. Now I be me.
Oh, because of the VG.
Yes, sir. Now she tell me, say VG, I go see Maga. They go come.
Maga go come.
Maga, I say they go lose guard. That will say effortlessly. I will say so. Make I not fear. Yesterday, that's on Friday morning. I go. I call her. You see, make I not go.
That yesterday, how many officially committed?
No, I never succeed. You never.
Okay, you never succeed.
I never succeed, sir.
Okay, now why you never go? You
I never go. So I never succeed on Friday morning.
For tell me this morning like
no,
this.
I never succeed. No, that message when you tell me say you don't kill them. You say I call response say I never say anything.
That was that chat. Message with you do your WhatsApp.
Yes, sir. Okay. You say you don't kill them. I said I never say anything. So I said I want to go. That was not true call. He said no, make I get patient. So on Friday night I go. I never see something. Thing I never see. Without even listening before that, you say camera capture me. You don't waka. I feel it in my body.
Okay, for the altar, that one camera been captured.
Yes, sir. I never see anything.
Okay.
I never see anything.
You know what happened now?
Yes, sir.
You don't point to one. Okay, so that was the convention 2025, the 70th convention.
Okay. Last year.
Last year, yes.
Oh.
This happened in Nigeria.
Okay.
I remember that I think it was on a Friday. Saturday, yes. This happened on a Saturday. Yeah, so usually we would have a vigil on Friday night, right?
Yes. Okay.
And then people will come in a lot. And then it will always be a very awesome moment where there will be a lot of lifting hands and being in the spirit and, getting things from God and all of that. So, Thursday to that, there were serious reports of phone theft and bag theft. And these reports were, before you know it, the report, usually when over 10,000, 20,000 persons are gathering, I mean, things like this are bound to happen. Okay. But, within 5-6 hours, this reports moved from about 7 reported phones to about, I think, 14. Wow. Then before you know it, 22.
Okay.
Then my admin called me and said, Oga, this thing is becoming unbecoming. I said, what is that? Because usually I move around good day and night, patrolling and all that, checking out sections to make sure everything is, that. So he called, I said, okay, where are you? He told me, I said, okay, you come meet me. You and the operational guy, just come to me. So what happened? They explained to me and said, now we have reported stolen phones of about 22 in number. And
those were the ones that were reported.
Yes, those are the
some might not have.
Some did not actually report. So when I looked at the list of reported phones, because we have a book where if you come to report, you write your name, phone number, the phone missing, and all of that. So when I looked at that book, I was seeing iPhone 13, iPhone 16. These are expensive phones. These are serious harvest. So I called those at the gate and said they should shut down on free exit.
Okay.
No. When you come in, people frisk you at the gate, you declare items. No. But when you're going out, you just move. So I told them to control exit at the gate and make sure they search everybody. Because I instantly, I called someone to start tracking some of those phones.
Okay.
And they were still within the premises.
Wow.
In fact, those that were stolen 48 hours ago were still within the premises. So if a phone is missing for 48 hours, switched off, inactive, per se, just in the passive mode, and it's still within the premises, that means they've not been able to move it out for a certain reason. So, I tracked about 7 of those phones.
Okay.
You understand? And while we were on that tracking, we found about 3 in a box concealed under the vehicle. At the back of the auditorium on your way to the market, there's a car park before the toilet.
Yes.
Where those vehicles parked and all of that. So we track it to under a vehicle. So, we brought it out and said that, okay, it's on the list of missing phones. So that was when it occurred to us that they were actually using these beggars.
Wow.
So if you're listening to me, and at any point in time we're in camp and you see that security are furious and angry and then pushing beggars, please just in the name of God,
do their job.
Just allow us to do our thing. Please.
And some people would have seen you as being wicked, as being heartless.
There's a pastor,
you don't have this.
There's a pastor who came to me and told me you're a wicked person.
I can imagine.
So some persons actually are not even disabled,
Okay.
They are there disguising to beg for alms and all of that. They are the ones being used. So we discovered this after the head of the team at the old camp, gate camp, called and said, Oga, we've recovered 2 phones again. Say from who? Bring the suspect. And it happened to be one lady with a bag. She had a child on her back, and she seemed to be crippled, but she actually wasn't.
Wow.
So the phone was hidden in the leg that was actually designed to be crippled.
Wow.
So she was going to take it out. Now, I'll have us understand that this team, this guy that just confessed now, they're actually a team of 5.
Okay.
Because after the convention, I still follow up this case. One of them, the Shola you mentioned, died eventually in November 22. So they're a team of 5. They go from church to church, convention ground, crusade ground. That's how they move. So the job of one is to tap the phone from you, pass it to the second person. So the person who tap the phone from you, if you're smart, is the person you're going to face. But by the time you're dragging with him, the phone is no longer on. So the other person's
even if you
job,
search him, you can't find anything.
The other person's job is to deliver it to the engineer, so-called.
Wow.
That's a phone repairer, who does whatsoever thing and instantly wipe the phone. That's the third person. The fourth person is the lookout. Now, this Shola is the guy that comes from Lagos from time to time, collect the phone at the gate, and then just dispose of the phone. So by the time we're still tracking, looking for phones, those who are at the computer village have purchased it, put the phone off, and let it hibernate for some 2-3 months. After a month, you get tired of looking for your phone, and then they can move on. So that's basically how the operation runs. So. But the thing that messed this whole thing up for them that night was after we recovered a few at the gate, and then we stopped and then exited some of those beggars. People actually attacked us that night. Standing, being wicked, and all of that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a man of God. I'm not a child of God. So it's all, And you see people get so involved in this, and then they get so emotional about it. I'm not killing this individual. I'm only asking them to leave here. Say they are here for help. Just let them leave. And so eventually, we caught one of them on the altar around 3 a.m. The camera picked him. So, and this person that confessed actually, the previous night, which was on a Wednesday, you see, also when we're done, it's just advisable that people go back to their room and rest. You understand? There are people who still want to wait on the Lord, and they come to the altar. You see people standing, but they've dozed off, slept off. Their phone will be in their pocket, in their back pocket, and it's easier for you to just, harvest and just move out. And at the end of the day, you come to me to report a missing phone. At that point in time, if your phone goes missing, I am security on campus. I am the one who has stolen all those phones. Of course. Because I'm the security man. I'm the next person you're looking to. I mean, why are you telling me your item is missing? When you came into the camp, you never showed your item to me. Do you understand? But for you to have come to me and say, okay, a woman said, I left my bag, myself and my friend, we left our bag, and we dropped our phone in there, and then we went to the market. I said, madam, your mind's strong. He said, and now we can't find it, so that's why I'm here to let you know.
And they are in the house of God.
Exactly. So you are there to lift holy hands. It is not everybody. One of this team, the guy came with a backpack. His name is, if I remember correctly, Adekunle something. I still have his picture. He said he lived in Regime. And he met a lady on campus, a mother, who was there for cleaning job. And he tagged along with her, and they were sleeping on the camp in the auditorium together there. He helped her to carry the child. They help her nursing the baby, and they were like a family, like a fusion. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So when we arrested him, because we now decided to start raiding, there were noise and all of that. Bring anybody you see that is working aimlessly. Question them once they don't, just bring them, let them come and explain it. And it was in the course of this that we started getting all of these findings. So he said he was there with his sister. Who is this your sister? Mentioned that he couldn't mention the sister's name. Said she has a baby. Okay, so we went to that place where he described, and then we saw the lady and we brought her down. You know him? She said yes. Is he your brother? He said no. So how do you know him? He said we met in camp here. They helped me to carry my baby, feed my baby. this is him blending in. You understand? You not see him. I mean, someone is carrying the baby, a man carrying the baby. You don't want to see that man as irresponsible. You get? So he was blending in, and himself and the lady will go to the market, come back, he will help her to do this and all of that. So he was just blending his. Criminals are smart too. In fact, they are smarter because they want to do these things and get away. So eventually, we opened his bag. In fact, that was where things got complicated for him. We opened his bag, and then we started finding hair care, wig, skirts.
Wow.
What are you doing with all of this? So he now said that he stays in Redeem, and that the last youth congress or something, his bag was stolen, so he had to take another person's bag. So you all know that story is just like he stole actually, but he just left with that bag, came to the camp. He had actually not looked through what bag he picked, so he didn't know it was for a female. So it was during the investigation, this guy that was confessing, we found out that I think on a Tuesday night he was even conducting prayer, because he came well suited. I mean, when you see him, you would not have a doubt that he's not a pastor. Came suited well and all of that. He was calling prayer close to the altar, 3 a.m. in the morning. And people gathered there and they were saying amen and all of that. Wow. And then they were, fleecing them of their items. So it's important that our people understand these things. I think in that audio clip, he said when he wanted to leave, that Dishola asked him not to leave because we saw a message on his WhatsApp that says, "You don't kill them." So I said, which one is you don't kill them? Why are you killing? He said, no. That's a code. He now responded, no. So the person asked him to wait till that Friday, that Foursquare, they lose guard very well. Wow. So we have a certain reputation as well out there among the criminals. Wow. So please, Foursquareans, let's pay attention.
Sir, I know we will actually bring you up on a program in no distant time, so that we can discuss security at length. But let's tie this one a bit now. I want us to talk about the access control, like you mentioned, people coming to the camp and going. Yes. What are we doing differently this time? Then also, what habits will you throw out there for our people preparing for conventional? What habits should they cultivate? And as they are coming, what should they prepare themselves with?
Okay. So this time around, just as usual, all our gates will be open. Okay. But we are going to be very, very, very serious at the gate. Okay. I've had complaints of persons saying, they call me to say, hello, it's me. I'm at the gate. Your boys, they want to search my car. And I'll say, please, submit yourself to this search. I mean, it's nothing. I would stop them if I go through that gate 20 times a day and nobody ask me to stop. I make sure I lock them up. Because I'm only conscious of what I carry on myself in my car. I don't know. I'm one of the persons who have high priority access in Ajebokam by the grace of God. Okay. You understand? Yes. I can move from the car park to the auditorium. I don't know what anyone has planted on me. Yeah. You get?
Yes, sir.
So, but God forbid something now happened and they now said, it's the NSA that did it. You see? Why? Because I refuse to submit myself for a search. It doesn't take anything. Maximum 2 minutes. Yeah. Stop, calm down, identify yourself, open your boot. Let them do the needful. You don't know who has placed something in your car. It doesn't necessarily have to be explosive. It could be an item that, if found eventually, could lead to you going to court for and all of that. You have to explain what you don't know about. But at the gate there, when all of this is intercepted, your attention gets drawn to it. And instantly you know how to, dispose of it. But our people want to be difficult. I'm a Foursquarean, why are you searching me? I don't want that. So they tend to call me, please, once you get to the gate, I operate on something which is one of the principles of security, zero trust architecture. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, some will tell you trust but verify. I don't need to verify. There's zero trust. Just do what is expected of you at the gate and you'll be granted that. You don't even need to call me. You don't even need to make things difficult. So please, as you're coming to the camp, know one thing, that security at the camp is basically for you. not even for me. It's your own protection. God forbid now we start doing things and things go wrong, one person alone, So it's important that we do all of these things, look at it, and everybody cooperate. Just get to the gate, calm down, wait in line, let them search you. No one is going to deny you access to a convention that you've traveled distance for. They also left home days even before your arrival. We've been in the camp maybe 2-3 days before the arrival of everybody to make sure we do all of this at the gate. So it's important that we all cooperate with security at the gate and within the camp as well. Please, no one is there to kill anybody. You are managing over 60,000, 70,000 persons. There's bound to be misunderstanding.
Okay.
We are human. There's bound to be misunderstanding at one point or the other. We only do what? We only de-escalate. We only manage the situation. So nobody is going to kill anybody for anything. If you're finding it difficult and hard to get to, come to the security post and say, look, that person over there says it's a security man is asking me to do this. I don't feel I should do this. What do you say? You'll be attended to. Politely at that too. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, before we wrap up this section, there's a video clip I would like us to watch. Let's quickly watch that, then we'll come back to our next to wrap up this section. Thank you. Okay, sir. Well, to us as a layman, we might not fully comprehend this. What would you like to say to this?
Okay, so that is an assault rifle.
Okay.
Concealable one. I think that's a SIG 21 in a portfolio, a briefcase.
Okay.
Okay. So if I were to, that should be a 30 round magazine. Yes. If I were to carry that one openly, you would not come close to me. But look at that briefcase, see how it's concealed. If I hand it over to you, you won't ask a question before you take that briefcase from me.
Yeah.
Now that briefcase is configured to look very ordinary and to blend in, but see, it's something that you can fire. Yeah, that's it. That's a 30 round magazine, and then it's carrying a 9mm munition. So you can do a lot of damage with that. Now I said something about zero trust architecture. So imagine there's someone at the gate who actually have my number. Probably I've met one or twice.
Okay.
You get.
Okay.
And then he's coming into the gate and they say, sir, you just have to open this bag for us to see. And he put a call across to me because he knows me and said, hello, I'm at the gate. Your people are saying they want to search my bag. And I said, no. It's somebody I know, let him pass through. And he walked into the camp with this kind of
this
thing.
briefcase.
Do you understand? And he walk in with this. I mean, you don't come to such gathering with this kind of thing without looking to cause to use it.
Yeah.
You understand? That's a 30 round magazine. So imagine what 15 of those rounds can do. The panic, the danger, the arm, the everything. So yes, these are the reasons why in security we have that ZTA. You understand? You are the gate. Why are you calling me? Just submit yourself to security check. We have people concealing, what do you call it, pistols in cameras, digital cameras. I mean, they conceal it there and everything. They bring it in. So when they're asking you to pull apart your bag, open it, let us see it, it's not because you're a criminal. Okay. It's just so that everyone can be safe. Let's just know that we do the needful, and if there's now any danger within the camp, we know where to trace it to. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. And I really appreciate the great intelligence gathering that you've been doing. And so, based on all of these things, I want you to talk to our members that are planning to come for convention and are wondering that,
Is Ajebo safe?
Yes, is it safe? Because everything you have shared is just a sign of the fact that you have done your homework.
Yes.
In order to make sure that everything is safe for people that are coming. But I want you to reassure our members and let them know that there's no shaking.
Okay. Yes. Foursquareans, get ready to come and break new ground. Ajebo camp is safe by the grace of God. That's the book of Nehemiah, right? 4:9, where he says, we pray to our God while we post guard. That is it. We are safe. It's safe there. Come. Let us congregate. Let us lift holy hands. Let us break new ground. But while you're within the camp, just abide by the rules. When we said, please don't go to a certain area, it's not because we don't want you to enjoy yourself. It's because we want you to come and go back peacefully and in one piece. Ajebo camp is safe.
Wow, thank you so much, sir. This was a very, very eye-opening time. It was also very, very interesting. I want to sincerely appreciate you. So, like you heard from the National Security Coordinator, Ajebo is safe. It's a good place for us to all come together to break new grounds. And this is how far we'll be able to go on this episode of Roadmap to Convention 2026. Remember, the convention is coming up from the 5th of October to the 11th of October, and it promises to be very, very wonderful. The theme once again is breaking new ground. It is your convention, it is my convention, it is our convention. So we all will be there together to break new grounds. We'll go on another break right now, and when we come back, we'll be bringing the program to a close.
The Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria invites you to its 13th annual public lecture. Theme: Building to Last. Faith, Infrastructure, and the Future of a Nation. Guest speaker, Dr. Segun Aino, former chairman of Odua Investment Company and renowned fintech grandmaster. Chairman, His Excellency, Dr. Alex Oti, Executive Governor of Abia State. Chief host, the General Overseer of the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, Reverend Dr. Sam Aboyeji. The distinguished panelists are Chief Osita Chidoka, former Minister of Aviation, Engineer Lufumilayo Kadiri, Managing Director of ASEN, and Engineer Joseph Chiroma, engineering professional. Date: Thursday, September 10, 2026. Venue: The Marquee, Harbour Point, Wilmot Point Road off Amadu Bello Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time: 11 a.m. prompt. Attendance is free, but registration is compulsory. Scan the QR code or visit the registration link on the flyer to reserve your seat. Announcer: Reverend Charles Fashola, Chairman of the 2026 71st Anniversary Convention, and Pastor Lumide Ajayi, Committee Lead, 2026 Annual Public Lecture. Don't miss this timely conversation on faith, leadership, and the future of our nation.
Beloved, esteemed partners and friends, as we prepare for the 71st Annual Convention, we invite you to take a simple step that makes a lasting impact. Firstly, simply scan the QR code on your screen. You'll be taken directly to a place where you can show your support by making a donation. Alternatively, you can visit the link displayed on your screen to give. Simple, secure, and accessible to everyone. Start today by donating 1,000 naira or more and continue to support again and again. This is our convention. Together we'll break new ground in every dimension. In Jesus' name. Beloved, esteemed partners and friends, as we prepare for the 71st Annual Convention, we invite you to take a simple step that makes a lasting impact.
All right. right, you're welcome back. It's still Wednesday live, and we just had a very interesting one on roadmap to convention 2026. And like you heard, Ajebo camp is safe. There's
Yes.
nothing to be worried about. So do everything that you can to make your way for the convention, the 71st convention. Start breaking new ground. We are going to break new ground together. It's been an awesome time, and like we said, you can keep the conversation going. We had the conversation about the new bill for banning of preaching in in public buses. You can keep send your comments to us, and we'll be glad to still talk about it in subsequent episodes of Wednesday Live. And it's going to be very awesome. Everything that you've been learning in the course of this whole conversation, make sure you put it into practice. Make sure you, especially on the health part, we talk about kingdom principles for healthy living. Ensure that you put them into practice, and make sure it is a part of what you are doing. And this week, don't forget to join the GO on Friday for crossover into the month of August. It's going to be an awesome time this Friday by 11:30 p.m. The place to be is on Miss Ella, with our Daddy Geo. Information about it have been shared across all our platforms. So make sure you make out time to be there. Don't slip into the new month. Make sure you enter into the new month prayerfully, and with with prayers and with thanksgiving to God for how the month has been, how July has been, and for the greater things that God is set to do in the month of August 2026.
All right, and don't forget that KC 2026 Youth Camp will start next week Wednesday on the 4th of August all through to 8th of August. And by the grace of God, next week Wednesday live edition will be broadcasting live from the camp, KC. And there's another annual program that normally comes up in August, is the memorial lecture of our late General Overseer, Reverend Dr. Wizen, and Reverend Yunkabadejo. Is an annual lecture. We will also be there. We'll be covering the event. So we will meet in the camp as a grace of God. So we'll be giving you the full gist and everything that will transpire during the KC. So just stay close to your device. On this note, we'll be wrapping up the series for the Kingdom Principle for Healthy Living. Let me say season 1.
Yes.
Yeah, season 1. So because we cannot adequately exhaust the talk about health. So we will still be coming back to discuss season 2 in the subsequent edition of Wednesday Live. But like I said at the opening of this today's edition, I said that if there are areas of topic you want us to bring people to discuss, please kindly suggest and drop it in the comment section. You can also chat with us on our WhatsApp, obviously our WhatsApp line, to tell us people that you would love to meet, people that you would love us to bring on the program, or area of topical issues that you would love us to address by the grace of God. So I want to appreciate everybody that will be part of today's program. The KC representative, thank you for coming. Dr. Edith Salau, God bless you during that episode. Also, the representative from convention, thank you for coming. Our National Security Coordinator, thank you. And Pastor David behind the scene, thank you. For all the team of Wednesday Live, we want to say we are grateful. You've always been there all the time. Thank you, Sister Bamidele Olabisi, God bless you. Samson Saba, God bless you. Frederick Akimusere, God bless you. Oladepo Ayoade, we are grateful. Kayo Sonyakade, the newest pastor in our midst, we say thank you for being part of today's program. We appreciate our chairman, that is Reverend Paul Olagunju, the chairman board for Foursquare Communications, and all the board members. Thank you. Our daddy, General Overseer, Reverend Dr. Sam Aboyeje, thank you for giving us this platform. Our National Secretary, Reverend Alawode, thank you. Daddy Auntie, we appreciate everybody. Thank you, all the board of directors and all the national office staff for your support. And everybody out there that have been supporting us, we say thank you, thank you, thank you very much. On this note, I will drop my own curtain. My name is Isaac Yemi Afola. Until we meet again next week. Bye for now.
And I am Olawale Perfect saying, God bless you. See you next week.
There are so many young people who are looking for a way. They are looking for a way. That's why they are looking for shortcuts, because they are looking for a way. But today, as we share the word of God together, there may even be elderly people here who are also looking for a way. They say, Lord, where is the way? Where is the way? But the Lord has sent me with a message to tell you that He is the way, the truth, and the life. And they say, without the way, there is no going. Without the truth, there is no knowing. And without life, there is no living. Jesus has the three together. In John chapter 14, verses, He is the way, so you can go on. He is the truth, so that you can know. He is also the life, so that you can be alive. I pray for somebody under the sound of my voice. Jesus will make a difference in your life. In the name of Jesus Christ. He is the way, so you can go on. He is the truth, so that you can know. He is also the life, so that you can be alive.